everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Simsberry Shortcake and today's build is pretty exciting. Today we will be building a base game modern mansion. I wanted the house to have the modern box-like look, but I didn't want it to just be a big box, so I tried to give it some character, like with the bump out of black brick, just to give some contrast. I also wanted to add some wooden slats, like in eco lifestyle, but since it was a base game build, I decided some shelves, which I do end up changing later, but I wanted to leave it in. Now I added a water feature at the front with a fountain just for it to have that extra fancy mansion look, and then I added some fenced-in hedges at the top just to fill the space and add some greenery. And the windows that I added, I feel like they really help define the space and make the initial house look a lot better. And I also gave the house some debug vines just to make it look a little more colorful and not boring. And one tip I always try to use is to make at least a rough floor plan before I place the window so that it will look good from the inside and the outside and I won't have to go back. And now I'm just adding a little lavender garden along with a path. The one on the right is more of a stone path with a little cactus garden that's filled in with some sand. I love this accent because I don't normally do things like this, but the build called for it and I feel like it fits in. And then on the other side I just opted for some simple white flowers just to add some landscaping to the side of that. And then to the back of the house I added some concrete with a pool because you can't have a mansion in The Sims without a pool. And I wanted to fence in the backyard along with the side. And then next is probably my favorite part of the build. I put a bar in the pool so that your Sims can swim to the bar in the pool. So here's a pretty fun tip if you are building a base game. If you look up Sim Sessions on the gallery, you will find some pretty cool debug items that were made base game during a in-game music festival a few years ago. So that can really help just elevate a build because I just love the lights. And then I added some chairs just for some additional places to sit and to add something along with the pool. And then we have an outdoor dining area with some bar stools, and I opted to put the column in the counter just so that I could fit more. And I mean, I've seen that in a bunch of houses, so I mean, I feel like that's pretty realistic. And then I just made a little bit of a living play area because I added some bedrooms for a teenager and a child, so I put a hot tub and monkey bars. And then towards the interior, I put some marble and some just wood for the floor. And I opted to make this entry room just a really big room so that it could have a dining table and entryway into all the other important rooms. And I thought a fireplace with some chairs was a nice little addition to that. And picking out the rugs was a little hard, but I actually ended up loving the rugs that I chose. And then this little table, I've never used it, but I loved it in the little book right there. And then I just added some decorations on the wall, like some paintings. And to the kitchen, I put a pretty big kitchen with a lot of counter space because, I mean, it is a mansion. We want a lot of kitchen room. And we have the really expensive oven, and we have two of them, along with the expensive stove. And then here's where I change the wooden slat. I put the wall hangings that almost look like wooden slats, and I put windows between them to make it sort of a window feature. And I also added some different levels onto the roof to make it less like a box and add some different levels. And then I added more hedges to the front because it is a hedge house. It is a modern mansion. We have to have hedges. To the kitchen, because I was kind of stuck on the decorations to put, I just added some decor. I added that nice little bar thing on the wall. I feel like that was perfect for the room. And then I made this room kind of like a family room with a desk area, and I made it a little bit separate from the room so it has like its own little room space along with a little bookcase next to it. So this is like the study part of the room, and then over here is like activities with the guitars and the violin and then the game table. And then the perfect decoration was obviously the stack of gold for the mansion. And then onto the living room, I gave it just a gray, white, and kind of black color scheme, and I opted for some cute little car decorations And throughout the house there's a few little car decorations here and there. And then there's a little dancing area to the side of the room and another bar, so if it rains, you don't have to use the bar outside. And then we have some more paintings on the wall. And then here we have access to the master bedroom. This is one of my favorite beds in the base game, and I love how though it looks with the nightstand, it matches perfectly. And I just really love how this room came together. It was way easier to build for me than I thought it would be. I thought I would struggle more with the master bedroom, but it came together pretty nicely, and it's one of my favorite rooms in the house. And then along with the bathroom, I used the same tile that is on the walls in the kitchen, but I really embraced it and used the matching floor tile and just gave it a nice blue and white color scheme, along with some nice little bathroom decor. And then there's another one of the cars in the house. And then up here we have the kids' bedroom. There is a bedroom for what I imagine to be a teen and what I imagine to be a child. And here we just have a little sitting area with a bookcase so that your Sims can sit up here and read. And then you can't have a mansion without a piano, so I also added a piano. And then I love that little lamp, and I never use it. And this is something I was a little unsure about. I've never put a hedge section in a household, but I actually loved it. It gave it a little bit of character, and it just spruced up the inside and just made it a little fancy, I feel like, and I really like that. And then I love that rug. I ended up using it twice. I really love it. It fits the space so perfectly. And then we just have a fancy little sitting room in between, cute little flower. And then here we have what I imagined to be the teenager's bedroom. I decorated it for a teenage girl. Since the house wasn't super colorful, I wanted to embrace colorfulness in the kids' bedrooms at least, and just make that super colorful for each of them. Like this room is super pink, and then the other room is super blue. But this room, this might be my favorite room in the whole house. Pink is my favorite color, and I just love this little room. It's just honestly like a dream teenager room. And then to not only have this super cute room, but to have a super cute pink bathroom as well, I'm honestly super jealous. And I've never used those pink counters, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to do so, and I just think that it ended up making just a super cute bathroom for what I imagine to be a teen girl. Of course, if you downloaded this, you could change it up to make it even a guest bedroom, or just for a different sim by their personality. But here I made what I imagine would be a kid that is getting super into music. They have the little kids violin, and then they have guitars for when they age up and can play the guitar. And it also has just a super blue theme with all of the kids' toys, and they even have a little modern mansion dollhouse, which I honestly thought was super cute, just as a little addition. And then here we have some posters on the wall, just because every kid has posters on the wall. I thought it was just super cute for the room. And then there's just some toy clutter, which is my favorite part of doing kids' room, is just putting some toys on the floor. It just adds a tiny bit of realism, and it's super cute. And then he has a blue themed bathroom with just the necessities. I need to start going a little bit more out from my bathrooms, but I feel like a lot of people feel the same, where the bathroom is just honestly their least favorite part. And I'm the same. I don't dislike doing the bathrooms, but I usually save them for last just because they don't super interest me. And I meant to add a chess table, but sadly I did not. So if you download this and would like to add a chess table, I wouldn't blame you. I have the final tour of the build. We can see the water fountain going off, and we can see the beautiful backyard with the pool. I ended up really loving the backyard. I really feel like it is giving the modern mansion look that I wanted it to give, with just the greenery and the small plants and the hedges here and there. I think that it made a nice little mansion, and I ended up really liking it. If you want to download this house on the gallery, my name is Sims Very Short. I can't fit Sims Very Shortcake on the gallery, sadly. This build does not use any packs, and it is completely base game. And it is also 3 bedrooms, and it has 4 bathrooms. And it has this beautiful kitchen with 2 ovens, so that you can cook two things if you would like, or if you want to hire a chef and also cook something at the same time. It'd be great for parties. This whole house would be great for parties. You have two bars, you have a dancing area, you have this little office room for your Sims that live here, and there's also a game table up here. There's plenty of ways you can skill build here. You know, you can play the guitar, the violin, easel. I mean, you can get your fitness skill up by swimming. I love this base game build. It made me look at a lot of base game things that I haven't used in a long time. It made me realize that I need to use that in my builds more. I even just love all the little jazz paintings. They're so cute, and I've never used those flowers before. And I feel like that's going to become a staple in all of my builds because that is just how much I love that. I love the super spacious and roomy master bedroom that we have here. I mean, you can just sit here and relax, and you even have your own bathroom, your own computer. You can collect element. It is a little expensive. I believe it's about 250,000, maybe a little bit less than that. I wasn't really looking at the price while building it. I was just thinking, mansion, let's make it fancy. But then here's the upstairs area. We have the little landing and then the sitting area with the moodlet lamp. So if you press that, you can change your Sims moods. I have this interesting little hedge feature in the upstairs, which, I mean, I've never seen that in a house, but I wouldn't doubt that it's real. And then we have the more classic sitting area with a big piano and some nice pictures on the wall and some flowers. And then here we have what I imagine to be a teenage bedroom. This is the second bedroom. The master bedroom is the first downstairs, and then this is probably the second biggest bedroom. I think it's a little bit bigger than that other one, with its own bathroom attached. And it is also very pink. And this bathroom is just super pink, and I pretty much use everything pink in the bathrooms that I could use. And I think that it turned out for a nice little bedroom. And then next we have the other bedroom, which I imagine to be like a child's bedroom, and I did forget to paint that one wall, so let's just ignore that. And we have some nice pictures on the wall, some instruments, and then a little Modern Mansion dollhouse, which is super cute. Yeah, that pretty much concludes the build, so if you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more build videos and to download it on the gallery at Sims Very Short. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.